A blast from my past. We used to do really big spaces with this sound system. I'll need to dig it out. There's more of it down there. See if it still works. Time's always the issue, isn't it? So many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Is that more at the back? God almighty, this is JBL heaven. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the problem with the old school stuff, these horns have got an angle of dispersion. When you started sitting them next to each other, as you can imagine a beam of light coming out of that. The two beams would overlap, and whoever was in an area between two of these boxes sitting together would get their heads ripped off. So years ago, that's some sight, isn't it? Years ago we did vertical stacks of them. You have no idea how far that throws. So there's 2 JBL bullets per side and these big JBL compression drivers. The hi-fi guys love that stuff. I need to get my act together. We also, need to see these. The amount of work that went into building it was insane. That's Precision Devices PD.1850, and these designs are called Hog Scoop bass bins. The guy I built them with, spent 6 weeks polishing these boxes. Let's get a better look at it. So that was the subs for the system. We got them all CNC cut. Neil Connell, my mate, he knew an architect, and we built maybe 8 different prototypes. Everything's all CNC routed and all that type of thing. This is fascinating for me. It's a look into my past. So with all the JBL tweeters, that's 6 per side. They were stacked vertically. The Hogs, we used to use Martin 2x15 kick bins. Mark 1 or 2, they were great. And these are all JBL loaded as well. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? This stuff used to be out at the festivals all the time. A very, very old design, but it's the same thing. Because we stacked them vertically, the issues that we had with PAs back in the day sorted ourselves out. So there's 4 there and another 3. Oh, I've got one in my workshop. So there was 8 of them. We used to put 4 of them aside. Plus 6 of the tweeter packs on top of the big subs. And we had Martin 2x15 kick bins. So anyway, I'm up at Stevie's today, and I'm doing a little repair. And these are Turbosound bass bins. You could have used these as kick bins on top of the big Reggae scoops. So I'm doing a repair on this so we can get it painted up. He's going to sell them. So these are all Turbosound subs. They didn't go down very low, but they had a very, very fast attack. And again, it's PD1850s, which are ridiculous drivers. They're absolutely bonkers. There's nothing subtle about them. So these boxes have got 2 PD1850s in them. And how many do we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 of the big Reggae bass bins. So it was a fairly impressive sound system. There's something magical about musical horns. In a lot of dance music you hear big sort of a boom, big sweeping bass drops. when you hear all the horns kicking in at different points, it's a thing of wonder and beauty to behold. And this was the main sound system for doing the Rabbit Hole Festival for years and stuff like that. So anyway, Stevie is selling these. They're about to get a lick of paint and sorted out. 2 PD.1850s per box, and it's the original Turbosound cabin. Oh, careful Phil, careful. They're very, very well made. So if you're a reggae guy, I'll have to think about selling that stuff, or should I do something really cool with it? That's the problem. I always want to do cool stuff, but you never have the time in your life to do the things that you actually want to do. So anyway, they're up for sale. If anybody knows anybody that wants them, or if you're on Facebook for any of these audio equipment sales, hit us up in the comments. I don't know what he's after for them, but the drivers are brand new and worth 300 quid each. So some interesting audio. Yeah, honestly, it sounded absolutely remarkable. And something else interesting about it. It was the original sound system from the Arches nightclub in Glasgow. I ran it through a saw and divided. The tweeter packs used to sit on top of these boxes, sit on top of those boxes. And when they were throwing it out, I got it, ran it all through a saw, and separated the tweeters and the bullets from the mid packs. And as I says, we did a couple of jobs with it, and the sound of it was just absolutely incredible. So there's a look into my past as a loudspeaker builder. Can't really get an idea of the scale of it, but again, these things are beautiful, you know. When you had 4 aside all sitting together, or if you put the horns together, that wooden pattern, and all the way over there. I don't know how long ago we did that. That's how I actually met Stevie. He wanted to build a sound system. I don't know how long we did it, but the boxes have held up remarkably well. Anyway. Fascinating. I'm sure there'll be some audio guy watching this who's going to throw up and all this stuff sitting outside of Stirling. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye.